All right, hey everyone, welcome back. You know we love to take these deep dives, and today we're going to be diving deep into the courage to be yourself.
Ooh, that's a good one.
It is, right? By Patton Thoele. And this one has like a really solid rating on Goodreads.
Oh, no, sure.
4.03
Yeah.
with over 400 ratings. I think this is going to be good.
I think so, too. What's interesting about it is that it's like a theme we've all heard before.
Right.
You know, authenticity, self-awareness, overcoming fear, all that jazz.
Yeah.
But this one seems to have really resonated with people.
Totally.
So I'm really excited to dig into why.
Yeah.
What is it about her perspective that really hits home?
Yeah. And the title itself, I think, is so interesting. Like, the courage to be yourself. You know?
Right.
Like, how many times have we felt pressure to just fit in?
Oh, yeah.
You know, or not fully be ourselves, whether that's with family or at work or just society in general.
Yeah. And Thoele hits on that right away. She says that embracing authenticity is like the key to a fulfilling life.
Right.
But we have all these societal pressures that are constantly trying to shape us into something we're not.
Right. Like we're wearing masks.
Totally. Like we're wearing masks, yeah.
And we forget who we are underneath.
Yeah.
So then how do we even begin to take off the mask?
Well, she suggests we start with introspection, which is, you know, really looking inward and figuring out, like, what are your core values?
Yeah.
What are your desires?
Yeah.
What really makes you you?
Right. And, like, how do you even figure that out?
So she has this great journaling prompt that I really love, where she says, you know, imagine you could design your ideal life knowing that no one would judge you.
Oh, wow.
What would that look like?
That is a loaded question.
It is, and it's going to bring up some stuff.
Totally.
But that's where the courage comes in. It takes courage to actually look inward and be honest with ourselves about what we really want.
Okay.
Not what we think we should want.
Right.
Or what other people want for us.
I see why this is resonating with people.
Yeah.
Because we are constantly told who we should be.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
What we should do. Even how we should look.
Yeah, it's relentless.
It is relentless.
So it's no wonder a lot of people feel lost.
Right.
Unfulfilled.
Yeah.
And Thoele emphasizes that this self-awareness thing, it's not a one-time fix.
Right.
It's a journey.
Okay.
Not a destination.
Yeah.
It's something you kind of keep coming back to.
Yeah.
Checking in with yourself.
Right. Great. Okay.
Making sure you're still on track.
Okay. I'm already feeling like this is good.
Yeah.
But I'm also feeling like there are some things that are going to like get in the way.
Totally.
Like fear.
Oh, for sure.
And guilt.
Yeah.
Like those are
huge roadblocks.
Huge roadblocks.
Yeah.
So does she just like skip over that?
No.
Okay, good.
She dedicates a whole chapter.
Okay, good.
To dealing with those.
Okay, so how does she say we should slay those? Like,
well, she breaks it down.
Emotional monsters.
Yeah, she breaks it down.
Okay.
She talks about common fears.
Okay.
Like the fear of judgment, fear of rejection, and that big one, fear of failure.
Yeah.
But she doesn't just say, face your fears.
Look.
She, like, really digs into where's this coming from?
Okay.
Like, why are we so afraid of these things?
Okay.
And she points out that, you know, for example, fear of failure often comes from tying our self-worth to our achievements, to what we accomplish.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So she's saying, like...
So if you disentangle that a little bit.
Detach yourself from what you achieve.
It can really help.
Okay. That's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
Especially in a world where we are told to produce, produce, produce.
Totally.
Achieve, achieve, achieve.
Yeah, you got to be productive.
Yeah.
You got to be achieving.
Okay.
So she gives some concrete techniques.
Okay, give me.
For addressing these fears.
The techniques.
One is mindfulness.
Okay.
So being able to observe your thoughts and feelings without getting swept away by them.
Okay.
So you're kind of like...
I'm not fighting it.
A curious observer of your own mind.
Yeah, instead of like getting in the ring and being like, I'm going to fight you.
Yeah.
You're just like...
You're just watching.
Watching. Yeah, okay.
And she also talks about challenging negative thought patterns.
Okay, so like question those thoughts.
Yeah.
Okay.
So instead of just believing every thought that pops into your head, you ask yourself, is this actually true?
Okay.
What evidence do I have to support this? And a lot of times, you'll find there's not a lot of evidence.
Oh, and then replace it with...
Yeah, you can start to shift those thought patterns.
Something positive or something true.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, along with those cognitive techniques, She emphasizes gradual exposure.
Gradual exposure. Okay.
To your fears.
So not just jumping right in.
Not jumping in the deep end.
Okay.
You know, taking small steps.
Okay.
Building up your confidence.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Than just being like, just face your fear.
Yeah.
Okay, but what about guilt?
Guilt.
Yeah, like
it's a big one.
That's a tough one.
And she argues that it often stems from shoulds.
Shoulds.
Yeah.
Oh, like
all those things we think we should be doing.
The shoulds.
Yeah.
Those are...
They can be insidious.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Like whispering in your ear telling you you're not good enough.
Totally.
Yeah.
And her antidote to guilt is kind of twofold. First, she encourages us to question those sheets.
Right.
Like, where did they come from?
Yeah.
Are they actually serving us?
Yeah.
Or are they just things that we've picked up along the way?
Right.
From society or our family or whatever.
And if they're not serving you, you can just let them go.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the second part of that is self-forgiveness.
Ooh, self-forgiveness.
Yeah.
That's tough, too.
It can be, but it's so important.
Right.
Because we all make mistakes.
Wow.
You know, we're human.
Right.
And holding on to the guilt just keeps us stuck in the past.
Yeah.
So acknowledge your mistakes.
Correct.
Learn from them.
Yeah.
And then move forward with compassion.
Okay. Compassion for yourself.
For yourself, yeah.
Right. And that is a good lead in.
It is.
To what we're going to talk about next, which is self-compassion.
Yes.
But first, we're going to take a quick break.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
And we are back, diving deep, deep, deep into this book.
Deep, deep, deep.
The Courage to Be Yourself.
Yes.
And, you know, I think what I really like about this book so far is that it doesn't just talk about these concepts.
Right.
It actually gives you, like, really good advice.
Yeah.
On what to do.
Yeah, actionable.
Actionable advice, yes.
Totally, totally.
So you can actually use it in your life.
Okay, so speaking of, like, actual transformation.
Yeah.
Let's talk about self-compassion.
Okay.
So I got to admit, I used to think self-compassion was, like, kind of woo-woo.
Right.
Like, just coddle yourself.
Ignore your flaws.
Yeah, just ignore everything.
Yeah.
But she actually talks about it in, like, a whole different way.
She does, yeah. She frames it as, like, a strength, not a weakness.
Interesting.
So it's about treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would give a good friend.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Especially when you're struggling.
Oh, okay.
You know, we tend to be really hard on ourselves.
Oh, yeah.
But if a friend was going through the same thing, you would never talk to them the way we talk to ourselves.
Right. You'd be like, it's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
You're doing great.
You're doing your best. You're learning.
Okay, so I'm seeing how that plays into, like, this whole idea of courage.
Yes.
Like, if you're constantly beating yourself up,
yeah,
it's kind of hard to, like, have the courage to put yourself out there.
Totally. It's like you're depleting all your energy before you even start.
Yeah.
So self-compassion is kind of like filling up your tank.
Right.
So you can actually go out there and do the things that you want to do.
So it's like the foundation.
Yes.
For, like, being your true self.
Exactly. It creates that safe space.
Okay.
To be vulnerable, you know, to acknowledge your shortcomings without shame.
Right.
And to actually learn and grow from those experiences.
Oh, okay. But how do we, like, actually do that?
Well, she gives some really practical tips.
Okay. Yeah. Give me some tips.
One is shifting your self-talk. So instead of berating yourself for every mistake.
Yeah, we all do that.
Oh, we all do it.
Yeah.
You start speaking to yourself with kindness.
So be nice to yourself.
Be nice to yourself, yeah.
Okay.
You know, offer yourself the same encouragement.
Right.
That you would give a friend.
It's like having an inner cheerleader.
Yes.
Instead of an inner critic.
Yeah, totally. I like that.
So it's not about ignoring your flaws or pretending everything's perfect.
Right.
It's about acknowledging those imperfections.
Yeah.
With understanding and compassion.
Okay.
Another thing she talks about is remembering our common humanity.
Common humanity.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
So it's remembering that everyone makes mistakes.
Oh.
Everyone experiences setbacks.
Yeah.
You know, everyone feels inadequate sometimes.
Yeah.
It's just part of being human.
Right.
So instead of isolating yourself in your shame.
Right. Woe is me. I'm the only one who's ever messed up.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. You can remember that. Like, everyone's going through this.
We're all in this together.
Yeah, we're all in this together.
Okay.
And that can be really comforting.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what else?
And then she also talks about mindfulness as a way to cultivate self-compassion.
Okay, yeah, how does that work?
So by bringing mindful awareness to your thoughts and feelings, you can start to observe those moments of self-criticism
right.
without judgment.
Okay.
So instead of getting caught up in that spiral, you can just kind of watch it.
Watch it go by.
Yeah, like, oh, there's that thought again.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have to believe it.
Right.
I don't have to engage with it. I can just let it pass.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's all about nurturing yourself.
Yeah.
But I'm also thinking, we don't want to be doormats.
Right.
We don't want people just walking all over us.
Exactly. And that's where boundaries come in.
Oh, yes, boundaries.
Oh, yeah. Which is another big part of this book.
Okay.
And she talks about boundaries as like a protective shield around your heart.
Oh.
They allow you to honor your values, your needs, and your limits.
Okay.
And that's really important for maintaining your well-being.
Okay.
And staying true to yourself.
Okay, yeah. I used to think boundaries were like mean.
Right.
Or selfish.
Yeah. A lot of people think that.
Yeah.
But it's actually the opposite.
Okay.
It's about taking care of yourself.
Right.
So you can show up as your best self.
Okay, I like.
For yourself and for others.
But how do we set boundaries?
Well, she gives a framework for establishing healthy boundaries.
Okay.
And it starts with identifying your non-negotiables.
Non-negotiables.
So what are the things?
It's your values.
Your values, your needs.
Okay.
That are absolutely essential for your well-being.
Okay.
And once you know what those are, then you can start communicating them to other people.
Okay.
And it's important to do that assertively.
Respectfully.
Yeah, assertively but respectfully.
Okay.
So it's not about being aggressive or demanding.
Okay.
It's about being clear and direct and honest about what you need.
Got it.
And she gives a really good example in the book.
Okay, what is it?
Of a woman named Anna.
Okay.
Who's a young professional.
Okay.
And she's constantly working late.
Oh, I know an Anna.
You know an Anna? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she's afraid to say no to her boss.
Okay.
So she's missing out on her personal life.
Right. She's burning the candle at both ends.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And she finally realizes she needs to set some boundaries.
Okay.
To protect her time and energy.
Good for her.
And when she does, guess what?
Right.
Her boss respects her more.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So it actually worked out in her favor.
It did.
That's good.
Yeah, because she was clear, right?
About her needs.
Okay, but what about relationships that are just, like, bad?
Yeah, the toxic ones.
Yeah, like, what do we do about those?
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
And she doesn't sugarcoat it.
Okay.
She says sometimes the most courageous thing you can do is to walk away from a relationship that's no longer serving you.
Okay, so it all goes back to that self-respect.
Yeah.
Knowing what you deserve.
Yeah, and honoring your true self.
Right.
If a relationship is consistently making you feel bad, drained, resentful, like you can't be yourself, then it might be time to reassess.
Okay, so it doesn't have to be like this big dramatic thing.
No, it can be gradual.
Okay.
Create some distance.
Right.
Prioritize the relationships.
They're good. They're good for you.
Okay. Yeah, it's like being intentional about who you let into your life.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. That's powerful stuff.
Yeah, it is.
I like it. Okay, so how do we make all this work in our daily lives?
Well, she gives some really practical tips on how to integrate these principles into your everyday routine.
Okay. I like it. Yeah, give me the tips.
So one thing she recommends is starting each day with a mindful reflection.
Okay, so like meditation.
Yeah, it could be meditation.
Okay.
It could just be taking a few moments to connect with your breath,
Yeah.
your body,
Okay.
and set some intentions for the day.
Okay, so like reminding yourself of your values.
Yeah, exactly.
What else?
She also talks about the power of affirmations.
Affirmations, okay.
Yeah, so repeating positive statements that align with your values and goals.
Okay, so it's like retraining your brain.
Yeah, exactly.
To think more positively.
Yeah, and to believe in yourself.
Okay.
And then she also talks about self-compassion breaks.
Self-compassion breaks.
Okay. So taking a few minutes throughout the day
Yeah.
to just offer yourself some kindness and understanding, especially when you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed.
So it's like a mini meditation.
Yeah, it could be like a mini meditation. It could be just taking a few deep breaths, reminding yourself that you're doing your best.
Yeah, be nice to yourself.
Be nice to yourself, yeah.
Okay. And then what about the people in our lives?
Yeah, so she also talks about the importance of surrounding yourself with a supportive community.
Okay, your tribe.
Yeah, your tribe.
Yeah.
People who encourage you to be yourself and celebrate your unique strengths.
So people who like you for you.
Exactly.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
I like where this is going.
Yeah.
So I think we've covered a lot.
We have.
But I also want to reiterate that, like, being your true self is a journey.
It is. It's a journey, not a destination.
Right. And it's okay to, like, mess up.
Oh, absolutely.
And course correct.
Yeah, it's all part of the process.
Yeah, you're not going to get it perfect right away.
Nope.
And you're always evolving.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of it.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah. All right, so we're wrapping up our deep dive into the courage to be yourself.
Yes.
And I don't know about you, but I'm feeling pretty good after talking about all this.
I know, right?
Like, it's hopeful.
Totally. Like, there's a path.
Yeah.
To, like, actually being happy.
And what I like is it's not like she pretends it's easy.
Right.
She acknowledges that it's hard.
Yeah, like it takes work.
Yeah.
It's not like you just read this book and suddenly you're like your true self.
You have to keep working at it.
Yeah, it's a process.
It's a process, yeah.
Okay. And speaking of courage,
yeah,
there's this quote from the book that really stuck with me.
Oh, okay.
She says, "The fiercest courage of all is the courage to be ourselves."
Ooh, that's good.
Isn't that good?
Yeah.
Like, it's simple, but
powerful.
it's powerful.
Yeah.
What do you think about when you hear that?
I think about how scary it can be.
Oh, yeah.
To actually be yourself.
Oh.
Especially when, like, everyone else is telling you to be something else.
Right.
You know? Like, society has all these expectations.
Right. Like, you should be this. You should act like that.
Yeah, you should look like this. You should have this job.
Right.
All this stuff.
It's a lot of pressure.
It is.
So to go against that,
Mm-hmm.
that takes, like, serious guts.
It does.
Yeah. It's like you're
kind of going against the grain.
swimming upstream.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's also like that's where the good stuff is, too.
Totally. Because when you're true to yourself, you're more likely to be happy.
Right.
And fulfilled.
Yeah.
And you can connect with people on a deeper level.
Right.
Because you're being real.
Yeah. And you attract the right people.
Yeah.
The people who, like, get you.
Yeah, who appreciate you for who you are.
Right.
Not for who you're pretending to be.
Exactly.
So to all the listeners out there, you know, if you're feeling lost or stuck or just unsure of who you are.
Like, we've all been there.
Oh, yeah.
We've all been there.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's a process.
But don't give up.
No, keep searching.
Keep searching.
Keep exploring.
And what's the one thing people can do?
Take one small step.
Okay.
Just one thing.
Like, what kind of thing?
It could be anything.
Yeah.
Like, set a boundary with someone.
Okay.
Or tell someone how you really feel.
Okay.
Or start that project you've been putting off.
Right.
Anything that feels aligned with your true self.
Okay. So just, like, take action.
Yeah.
And keep taking action.
Yeah.
Little by little.
It all adds up.
It does.
Yeah.
Okay, I love this. This is so inspiring.
It is inspiring.
I feel like I can go out there and be my true self now.
I hope so. That's the goal.
Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
We hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, keep diving deep.
And keep being you.